Hello, hello, welcome back. Today I'll be watching Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, episode 17 and 18. After the last one, I went back and I checked again, kind of to hurt myself, the death of Hughes, because I didn't know exactly anymore what happened. And yes, indeed, it was Envy who had changed into Ross, so probably someone saw her and that's why they're thinking that she did it. And I'm like really nervous, of course, because you don't want her to be the prime suspect because it's not right. And Roy Mustang is clearly looking into her as being the perpetrator. But I'm kind of like, okay, dude, this makes me nervous because I don't know, what if they go full steam ahead and he's so emotional about this death and that he doesn't see clearly and he's been sleeping less and all of that. But then I'm also thinking like, okay, he will figure it out, right? Okay, so with that information, I'm really nervous to get into the next episode. I hope you like this. If you do, make sure to like and subscribe. Full reactions, as always, are available on Patreon. To get everything edited and everything weeks ahead. So if you want to watch a few episodes ahead, you can go find those on Patreon. All right, let's go. The more I listen to the song, the more I start to like it. I do feel I'm more just emotionally connected to the previous intro. Oh, poor woman.
I'd say it was a good shot, but it was at point-blank range. Close enough that even a poor shot could have done it.
Which excludes people that are not trained. So that is actually not in her advantage.
I fired my weapon in defense of Edward Elric while in the 5th laboratory.
But the 5th laboratory is no longer operational.
Oh.
So the place where you claim to have used your gun was unmanned. And if we looked for the bullet, all that we would be able to find is a pile of rubble.
Looks so bad. It looks so bad.
I was at my parents' house visiting. Please check with them.
Yeah, of course your family's gonna say that you were there. I'm always worried about that. If people are gonna be like, oh, where were you? And I'm like, I'm very much a homebody. So at home is generally the answer, but then I'm like, that never works in these things.
Lieutenant Ross and I both fired a round from our weapons at the 5th laboratory to defend the Elric brothers.
You did?
You did?
Are they trying to frame the second lieutenant for this?
Like, is it also with bad intention or is it just not knowing better?
You're having a rough time of it, huh?
That little laugh.
What are we gonna do?
Mommy, please don't cry.
She wanted you to keep going. And he would want that too.
I'm just surprised. You've never asked for my advice before.
He's like, what? We didn't?
You and Al have been off somewhere fighting and digging up information. Information that could get you killed like Mr. Hughes. It terrifies me. I'd still be here and you'd just suddenly not be there anymore.
Oh god, here we go again. This show.
Like my mom and dad.
Oh.
I do want you to get your bodies back. But I also want you to stay alive and safe.
I wish I wouldn't feel this way every time I watch this.
You're sure being nice, Winry.
Why do you sound so surprised? Take that back!
You're going to
Take it back!
It's nice that she cares so much about them. Yeah, what would you want to choose? Do you want somebody to be safe and close to you? Or do you want them to figure out this journey for the greater purpose? I don't know. It's easy to say go, but like if it was someone that's close to you.
The newspaper, Ed. Read the front page.
What is it now?
They can also corroborate her story. There's many people that actually can confirm that what she's saying is the truth.
What about Winry?
I'll explain it to her later.
Poor Winry, they just leave.
Are you honestly 15 years old?
It's the truth, I swear.
I'm a baby. Literally stuck in prison. But for how long? Plop. This snot from his nose. Ah.
I don't have time to deal with you. Oh, where did you say you were from?
Wait, I want to see where he was going.
Stay here and be killed for murder, or bust out of this joint with me. Which will it be?
Like, he's been working together via with Mustang, right?
I had no choice! Please forgive me.
It's so bad for her. She has nothing to do with this.
If this is how it has to be, I'll escape with you. But you better know a way out of here, metal boy.
Metal boy.
You've got spunk.
For a second, I thought that if the guy called Mustang and he thought she did it, that this guy came to kill her. But like, okay, they're escaping together. Interesting. Or is that what he wants? That he can do it? Like, he can get rid of her?
Edward, Alphonse, what are you two doing here?
Oh, I'm nervous.
You're that guy!
And Link too?
Hey. This is what I feared.
You're Maria Ross, right?
He's mad.
What was that?
Looks like they got her.
Is there not even a conversation? Oh my god. Dude, is this how we solve crime? Out of anger? No!
What happened here, Colonel? Tell me!
I'm so disappointed in him. This is an innocent lady.
Why didn't you say anything?
You threaten a superior officer?
Oh wow, we're talking in hierarchy right now. Oh, icky.
I'm gonna tear you
No,
apart!
I won't let you.
This bastard just killed Ross!
What?
I'm so mad.
Maria Ross was a fugitive. Our orders were shoot.
He set her up, man. This is so disgusting.
But you do not argue against orders. Just follow them.
Colonel Mustang,
It's so smart how he set her up and so dumb because he does have the wrong person.
I understand the Brigadier General was a friend. Perhaps then it was one of your men who aided Lieutenant Ross's escape.
Look at him being smart.
I'll tell you why. So you could burn her to death with your own hand.
I like how quick he is.
I think such speculation is best avoided.
It's an awful thing you did, turning a beauty like her into a pile of charcoal.
Yeah, it's horrendous.
You must have held quite a grudge against her, didn't you, Colonel?
This was personal, right? There's so much rage going on inside of him.
I could never have imagined that Second Lieutenant Ross would commit such a heinous murder.
Don't say that!
She was so straightforward and earnest, a truly fine officer.
Oh, he knows that he's just kind of lying.
Fatigue seems to be getting the best of you, Major. Perhaps you should take some leave. Back east, where I was.
Wow, he's just moving everybody away who might be resistant to him.
We did manage to sow some animosity. His subordinates won't trust him much after this.
What's this?
It's a request for leave.
At a time like this?
Is that a no?
She's pissed off.
Request approved.
Thank you very much, sir.
Damn, I respect that. What is that chuckle about?
You're just a helpless soldier held captive by a big bad criminal. What were you supposed to do?
That's a smart story.
What are you up to out there?
Building a signal fire?
Now he's signaling.
Wow, impressive response time.
Looks like a party.
The chaos.
Are you sure your assistant won't give you grief for blowing off work to talk on the phone?
Nope, the coast is clear.
Dude, are you okay?
So I'm seriously considering taking some leave time soon.
Where are you going to go?
Where you are?
Yeah, who is it? What do you...
Oof. Jaw breaking. That hurt just from watching.
Your automail seems to be broken.
Okay.
Yes, this is a serious situation indeed.
I guess we'll have to go.
Allow me to escort you to Risenpool for repairs.
You're going back home to Risenbull?
I have no idea.
You would stand out too much, so you remain here in Central.
No, they're being split up.
Finally, everyone's out of the way.
What?
I was able to locate a witness that saw the man who orchestrated the breakout.
I'm constantly saying that it's lust changing, but it's... yeah, okay.
I'm short on manpower.
Manpower. But you've got plenty of manpower right here.
Ugh. Yikes, so you have this animal-like thing. Wow, okay, what does that all mean? Mustang. I'm so confused. I'm so confused. Like, okay, he had his revenge. He set up her, which is absolutely awful. I started this episode thinking, like, there's no way that this is gonna turn bad. They're gonna suspect her and they're gonna find other evidence and it's all gonna go well. No, Mary, no. This show steals your soul. It's not gonna happen like that. Damn, have I not learned? And then he wanted to get rid of everybody. But why? What's he up to? Interesting. All right, let's immediately jump into the next one. I'm sorry, but I did also constantly change up lust with envy. I have to say that as a non-English speaker, I'm struggling with the names of the sins. And like, what? Because I didn't know the words on their own. So I'm like, okay. Anyway, let's get into the next one. Was that in the intro? Ling fighting the Führer?
Hey, sup, big guy?
And the stuff with Lieutenant Ross. I have no idea what's going on.
I'd be scared too.
Good thing I can explain it all.
Hello?
It seemed appropriate for a criminal.
Wait, what was that with the words?
Colonel never said we'd be crossing the border. Tight-lipped bastard.
We've almost made it.
Is this all Mustang's plan? I kind of think that there's more to Armstrong as well than we know.
The only survivor wandered into a mistress shortly afterwards. He was the one who went on to spread the science of alchemy.
We have a similar legend in Xing about a drifter from the west.
Alka history is primarily used for medical needs, isn't it?
Which interests me so much. I'm super into that.
So the west in its title is supposed to refer to here?
It is believed so, yes.
I wanted to visit the ruins of Xerxes. That route goes by them.
Sure you did, Ling.
On his investigation quest. That's from the first intro, right? Interesting. I love these background stories and how did it all start, come into existence. Also the different regions have different stories.
Edward!
None of the big city noise. And lots of beautiful women.
What?
There really wasn't any place in a mistress we could safely hide a dead girl.
The Colonel knew that Lieutenant Ross was innocent all along?
I was so mad at the guy. I was so mad.
They make a point of arresting her in public, and now they announce her guilt to the newspapers before she's even had a trial. Something's not right.
Oh, like my heart is like, ooh.
Because there's an interesting article on the...
Hey, Bunny, you know better than to call me at work.
Interesting. It's because this show has set us up for so much pain that when more pain happens, you believe it.
I've still got a hole in my right hand where it passed right through.
I've got a proposition that you might like.
And this is how it all got set up.
I need you to gather everything on this list.
In that same phone cell.
The ingredients for a well-cooked corpse.
But wait, what about when they do the autopsy?
Yeah, what about teeth?
It'll be too charged for them to ID it. That won't stop them from checking the dental records.
I love how they're like thinking ahead together.
I'm not claiming to be an expert on human anatomy, but I've got plenty of experience burning corpses.
Ooh. Not something to brag about, but... Ugh.
From this point on, you're dead.
I'm so ecstatic. If I would see friends and family right now, I'd be like, do you know she's not dead? Did you know she's not dead? And they're all like, Mary, nobody's watching the show. We don't know what you're talking about. Jean. Like, Jean is dating Lust, so this is...
Is that the Fullmetal kid? Oh man, we didn't plan on this one.
This might be so difficult because you don't want the kid to grieve more.
He knew it'd be easier to convince you if you actually saw Lieutenant Ross.
He actually knew what he was doing this time.
It was a really good trick. What a twist.
He said he didn't want to take a chance on some hot-tempered kid endangering the operation.
Hot-tempered kid!
Is our phase beyond liberating Lieutenant Ross?
Yeah, that's the thing that we still don't know.
You remember Barry from the 5th lab, right?
They're bound to send someone to reclaim him.
Yeah, they released Barry the dog.
Fullmetal Alchemist.
Maria Ross. Oh.
I struck up a deal with Barry to help him out with the jailbreak in exchange for the secret to his immortality.
Not Barry, the other one.
You should ask that Alphonse kid.
So here I am. You're supposed to tell me your secret.
Yeah, but I don't exactly see how I have anything to do with it.
This, you guys' deal, not mine.
And yet here I am, stuck in the middle of it, and framed by homunculi.
It's true, a lot of people are just getting dragged into this.
I promise you this, Lieutenant. We will absolve you of this crime.
It's good that they all think that they're not looking anymore.
General Hughes, It's just hard to accept that he's dead.
If only that was a twist, you know.
I refuse to let another person become a victim. I know that's a hard promise to keep. Maybe I'm just arrogant.
Dude, he's so good. It's not arrogance. And he cares for his little bro. What a nice moment. Rip out your shirt, dude.
Shall I tell your parents?
As much as I want them to know I'm okay, I'm scared it would be too much of a risk.
I can't imagine being the parents thinking that your child is dead. Like, the worst thing is happening to them and it's not even real.
I need him to know how grateful I am for what he's done.
Let's move on!
I still owe you. For slapping me, that is.
You can get me next time.
Oh, this made my day. I'm so happy that she's alive. Oh.
So I can expect to find a paradise on the other side of this desert?
They're not gonna kill her now, right? I'm suddenly thinking like, not another twist, right?
I recommend preserving your fluids from this point on.
Oh.
Hey, Kate, we have a customer. Could you please let Jacqueline know?
Copy that.
What is going on? Is he the customer?
Smells like an ashtray. Sheen Havoc?
You smell like an ashtray.
Don't you think I'm wearing this mask for a reason? Just don't do anything that would give away your involvement. They could be watching us from anywhere.
Do you think he's like undercover dating her, or does he really not know? He's quick for being so big. Woo! Oh no. Ouch.
We've got the Hawk's eyes watching over us out here.
What happened?
It was nothing.
Hawkeye.
A customer was getting fresh with Jacqueline, so I slapped him around a little bit.
What? This is crazy.
I thought this guy looked familiar. That's my old human body!
How slow is this guy?
And it came to find me because it wants its real soul back. Talk about memories.
Yeah, it's so weird how you can distance yourself so much from your body. Like, oh, there is I.
Damn it! Why does the top part have to be missing?
Whoa, hello.
Joern H fallen.
There are many Ishbalans here.
I'm afraid that we're going to have to take you hostage until your military returns our Holy Land to us.
God.
It was the death of a single child that triggered the entire Ishvalan civil war, so you really shouldn't doubt your significance in the eyes of history.
Damn.
Despite the atrocities your country has committed, I know that not all Amestrians are bad.
Very wise.
Then we were saved by these two Amestrian doctors, but the two of them saved me, and you deserve the same treatment.
Aww.
You're not talking about the rock bells, are you?
Connections.
They were like an aunt and uncle to me.
They refused to abandon their post.
It's Winry's parents. Right.
They were both murdered in cold blood, and it was by the hand of an Ishvalan they'd saved.
You reckon that's gonna be someone we know? That's horrendous.
But he was an Ishvalan monk, and his right arm was tattooed.
Yeah. Gonna be Scar.
Would you deliver a message to the resting place of the rock bells for us?
This must hit so close to home for him, right? I mean, it's Winry's parents. And also like that you know that they were helping the other side, and that was their end.
I'm pretty sure that would kill him, and you told me not to do that.
Well, this changes things, damn it!
I can decide over my own body.
That body's way past its expiration date.
Oh.
It's my body, so it's up to me, and I'm putting it on the chopping block.
Damn it!
This ultimate butcher thing, butchering yourself.
I've got a customer of my own to deal with.
I love how cool-headed she is. Ugh. No. No, 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 no. No! Okay. Damn it. I'm like captivated by the show and like with all the twists, and I'm so happy that Ross is alive and also that Mustang didn't turn out to be this monster. I kind of was like, maybe if the people who are investigating, the people who are bad, and then people like Mustang who kind of have no idea what's going on and trying to investigate but also are a bit bad. But no, he actually he's on the good side, and like I'm so happy. It's so cool how last episode I was like, oh, he's such a jerk, like Elizabeth, but that he actually sent her off to immediately call her Hawkeye. But I find it interesting to discover how, so you have Joern H who's with them, but he's also dating Lust. So I don't know if that's because he doesn't know better, because he seemed, when did he tell that he had a girlfriend? Like maybe he's undercover, but I think he generally doesn't know, or does he know? Interesting, right? So much to discover there. But I'm so glad, because last episode I was like, okay, wow, so Roy is such a schemer, right? He's like, yeah, let them escape and then you can pirate them, and that's what I did, and that's how I got my revenge, and then I sent everybody off, and whoop, we got played as well. I love that, when you have a play, but then there's this other play on top of it. I don't know, I like that a lot. I hope Hawkeye is gonna be fine now. I like her a lot so far. I feel like it's hard in this show to say who you like, because then they turn out to be like different, but I feel like there's so many characters right now that I'm completely smitten with, and Armstrong as well. Like, come on, this guy. He's adorable. I'm enjoying this so much. I think I'm gonna start binging this a little bit more, because before we had a bit of change with the editor schedule, and like behind the scenes things were quite like messy in terms of the planning, but I feel like now I have a better time at like recording one show more and not like in chopped pieces. And yeah, like I said, I just watched this and I really want to watch again, so I might watch some more tomorrow. I hope you enjoyed this reaction. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe. You can find the next episodes 4 already on Patreon, edited and full length, if you want to watch them fully together with me. Thank you for considering Patreon, by the way, because it really supports me, because YouTube is blocking so many things. And yeah, people were wondering why I switched to shows, but it's so much easier to upload them because YouTube leaves them alone a lot better than they did with movies, and at least that way I can continue the channel. So do I miss movies? Yeah, and I'm gonna try to put in movies as much as possible, but it takes so long to get a movie out, and then being claimed and blocked anyway. So thank you for joining Patreon and supporting that way, because that way I can still work with editors and we can keep the channel going. All right, wish you a lovely rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.